over to the track then, to the far side. It's the men's 5,000 metres. So I said that there were 2 individual track races still to come. The women's steeplechase, on the way out to the conclusion of this 5K. So, to take to Lithuania, KOŽUHAR of Croatia, and then Denmark's Mikkel DAHL-JESSEN. So 12.5 laps of the track for these men. Well, we saw in the 1500 metres that Simos Bertasius timed his race so well, and he did that 2 years ago in Sandnes in Norway, but on that occasion Norway's Jakob Ingebrigtsen stood in his way. That does make it very difficult, but Bertasius finished 3rd on that occasion, and here he went 2 better and actually got maximum points for Lithuania. And well, they're 5th in the standings at the moment. I noticed that they didn't have a women's pole vault competitor early on, so they didn't score any points in that, so it means that maybe they could have been a little bit higher up in the standings. At the moment it's Hungary leading, and that'll be interesting to reflect on, especially as we get towards the end of the day in the relays. Hungary have pretty much been in that position solidly throughout and lead by as much as 16 points. In this race they've got Slovenian Melissa Lamut. It was the Slovenian who made a bit of a move to get closer to the front there as they came down the home straight for the first time. That's Jan KOKALJ. But generally speaking, these men are all around the 14-minute mark on paper, with the exception of Mikkel DAHL-JESSEN, who's a 13:40 runner. So Lithuania's VALINCIUS maybe trying to do what the TV director and camera crew for managing all of that. But yeah, back to concentrating on this 5,000 metres. They are line astern in this pack at this moment. Pretty much single file, but bunching together also. That looks like Hlynur ANDRÉSSON, the Icelandic athlete. Oh no, it's the Slovakian. They're both wearing white shirts typically. Some of the Icelandic athletes are wearing white and some of them are wearing blue. It's the latter in this case, but it's a Slovakian, Jan KOKALJ then, 40. Well, KOKALJ looking round as if to say, well, I'm a reluctant leader in this race, who's going to join me at the front and help out? And well, no one is at this point. And they often don't whenever athletes look round and gesture in that way. And they're really bunching together and they want to be careful. They don't fall over each other. So the Latvian SERJOGINS finding himself some good room for a moment. And suddenly our Lithuanian, who was at the front, VALINCIUS, is now right at the back. But to be honest, pretty sunny also. I feel like the bar would have possibly gone up to 2:25. I think it started with a 2 and then ended at a 5. Anyway, apologies that we can't bring you the exact height. SZEMEREI then leading at the front of this 5K from ANDRÉSSON. Have a look at the clock as they come round then. (9:58.42) with 4 laps to go. And we've now got a breakaway then of 4 athletes, and well, it could be really interesting because KOKALJ of Slovenia just beginning to drop back, as is SERJOGINS. We know the bar is at 2:17 and Lucas Beer is over at least. So 11:01 they come through with 3 laps to go. So 1 minute and 2 second, 1 minute 3 second lap there. Yeah, just over 62. That was 62.59. And it's the Hungarian and the Icelandic athlete, the top two at the front. Suddenly a breakaway of this duo. And they could be the ones battling it out over the last 2 laps. So ANDRÉSSON, well, one of 2 coming into this race who had run sub 14 minutes, 13:57.89. This is his first 5K of the year. So he comes through with 2 laps to go, 12:07 on the clock. So this time a 66-second lap. And can he now up the pace? It's quite a long, but of course so many events to fit in as well. Could be heading for something around 14:10, depending on this last lap, which he's about to start. Hlynur ANDRÉSSON. So 13:10, so a 63-second lap following a 66-second lap. And ANDRÉSSON now looks well away and clear. So a really strong effort from the Icelandic athlete. So much happening inside the stadium, but he's certainly and, well, Iceland typically do well in the games of the small states of Europe. He won the 5,000 metres 6 years ago when they were in Reykjavik, and won the 3,000 metre steeplechase 2 years ago. But here at the European Athletics Team Championships, Hlynur ANDRÉSSON has his moment. He's celebrating well before he crosses the line, but doesn't care too much. It's not threatening a lifetime best. Not too far away from 14 minutes though, as the Dane DAHL-JESSEN comes through in 3rd. Hungarian SZEMEREI 4th, that could be close to his PB. And KOKALJ just maybe tiring a little bit towards the end there as he came through. Lithuanian early leader, so 14:13.